When I heard Jim Rohn say you can spend money and earn more if you want it, but when you spend your time, it's gone. You can never get it back. And I found that a really powerful statement. My name's Stephen Bones, by the way, and the reason I found it powerful, you see, I was trading my time for money, as most of us do, because we follow this hamster wheel system that we've been set up to do. But it wasn't until I ended up losing my income, my job, well, my business, that I came to the realisation that life was just a habit. It was something I'd been doing for the last 15 years in business. And I kept doing it because I had a mortgage and a daughter in uni and had 2 more mouths to feed. And we wanted holidays abroad and new cars and all that stuff that we call material things. And you know, my life was a battle because I had to balance home and work. And because I was working long hours, I felt guilty when I was at work so I wasn't with the family. And then when we did have a bit of time off, or even if I went to a school event for an afternoon, I felt guilty because I wasn't at work. And it was the same routine, getting up early every day at the same time, travelling the same journey and fighting the same lot of traffic. And then our market in 15-16 changed really dramatically. We lost 40% of our customer base within 12 months. And the customers we got left were, their trade was cut in half because, you see, everybody came into our industry and everybody was selling the products we were selling and everybody was struggling then. And the big stores and big competitors were squeezing us all out. So it was really getting hard. And then I had all the staff to look after and I had to try and keep them on track as well. And I was just keeping everything together. And I mean, we were doing okay. We'd been on 6 figures and had been for a number of years. But I look back now and think, was that hamster wheel actually worth what I was trying to achieve? Because I realise now I was under so much pressure and I was really stressed. And when I got home at night, I was exhausted. And I understand that was because I was unhappy and I was not getting any fulfillment. And I'd lost my passion probably around about 14, 15 when it really started to get harder. Well, you know, in January 2018, we ran out of customers and money, so I had to put that company into bankruptcy. Now, if ever you've lost your income or your job or your career, you'll really know how I felt. But if you've never been in this position before and you think it can never happen to you, all I'm going to say is I thought it would never happen to me either. And it was the really worst time of my life. I was so frightened and emotional. I couldn't actually think straight. What am I going to do? I'm 58. I'm living off my savings. I felt that my life was over at that time. You know, my career had finished. And I'd still got bills to pay and I'd still got children that wanted to go dancing and do the music and all those things that cost money that I just used to take for granted. And we lost a car too, because you see, that belonged to the company. So I really needed to find something new. I needed somebody just to show me a different way. And I suppose I was getting desperate and panicking. But I began looking on the internet, because that had an effect on our business as well. And I fell across Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins, and they were starting to inspire me. And then all of a sudden one day this video popped up and it said I could learn how to build businesses from home. Well, I was skeptical. Did I believe it? No. And did I think I'd have time to build a business from home? Well, if I'm going back to work, no. And my computer skills were hopeless anyway. But it said all I had to do was pop my details in this box and then send me some free information. Well, you know, I'm really glad I did. Because I went from the worst time of my life, full of fear, not knowing which way I was going to turn, to the start of a new life, a new journey. And I am really happy now. I'm fulfilled and I've got purpose in life. Because you see, I'm passionate about what I do. And I choose to work on my own terms, which is a really new way of doing business. And I never ever thought that it was possible for all this. Because you see, that information I received was a video workshop from a couple of guys called Stuart Ross and Jay Kubizak. And they explained how I could build businesses and multiple income streams, working from home. And even if I haven't got computer skills or sales skills or even business skills, I could just follow this simple system they've created and it would show me this new path. But then they started talking about passive incomes and financial freedom and my laptop lifestyle. And that was how this was all possible as well, just by investing a few hours in the evening to build the foundations. And I didn't even know what all that was till I listened to these guys. Well, that was back in April 2018 when I started to learn these new skills. Because you see, I was prepared to take a step towards controlling my life. I was making sure that my family never got into a position again like I did by being forced to take action. And if you want security, financial freedom, an incredible new lifestyle that you're in control of, and you can spend time with your family, then pop your details in the box. Discover how you can start living and enjoying life and be happy and fulfilled. Because you see, I just enjoy time with my wife now and children without feeling guilty. And it's the little things. I can now take my daughter to school. I've never been able to do that. So when you pop your details in the box, I'll send you a video workshop and it'll be 5 to 10 minutes at a time. And it is completely free of charge. Just check them out. If they're not for you, then there's no harm done. But I'll tell you what, Stuart's really worth listening to because he'll explain in far greater detail than I can how it's possible that you can learn the foundations to be able to create multiple income streams or even financial freedom and security, because there's many, many different ways of being able to do that. I really want to thank you for listening to me, and we will speak soon. Bye for now.